What we're doing is we're trying to take a very diversified approach to the programming, and we're looking at the technology of Xbox as the core, and we understand our fan base, in terms of gamers, and we really are looking at building content from the ground up that incorporates that engagement and that interactivity that the gamers have been very, very focused on. And we're going to look at programming in a variety of different ways in terms of, the different scripted series, comedies, animation, etc. We obviously have a long kind of history of building IP through the gaming technology, and we're just incorporating all of this together into what I would consider to be a very enriched experience for the user. It is a very high, powerful sort of processing and sort of digital technology device that in essence will bring the best quality video, and also will bring an experience that is based in the cloud as well. We have a cloud sort of technology that's connected to the actual device itself. So if you look at the power of something in the client as well as the power in the cloud, and then it's enveloped, if you will, in natural user interface with the Connect device. So the Connect device allows you to use hand gestures and use voice to interact with content and to interact with an experience like a Skype call on your Xbox. And obviously when you think about the content in building and creating content from the onset, you're thinking about it in a different way because you have the power of the platform. It allows you to bring all the entertainment content in one place. It allows you to interact with that content in a natural user interface perspective. So using hand gesture, using voice, and that is very, very different from a Google Chromecast dongle that gets stuck in the back of a TV, or an Amazon Fire TV, or a Roku box, or whatever. I mean, this is a powerful computing device, and then we're marrying that with the natural user interface of the Connect. You have to go back to the core. The core is the gaming audience, the gaming fan base, and that's what we're really focused on. But that audience is a very advanced thinking and an insatiable appetite type audience for high quality and premium content. So we're just listening to our fan base, and our fan base is saying, look, I love what you do with games. I love the high production value in the games and the interactivity and the basis of being able to do multiplayer and to store my gaming sort of scoring in the cloud. But now they're saying to us, we also want to go to the same place for our web-based content, for our TV entertainment content. So if you could bring it all to me in one place and make it, a natural sort of engagement with that particular device, so I'm not switching between devices and I'm not having to go to different experiences, we can bring that unique experience that Xbox offers in one place and bring all that entertainment in one place. It's a win-win for the client, for the consumer, and for the client, obviously. As we showed today, we have obviously a live event of music with interactivity that makes you feel like you're at the concert in your own living room. And you can choose your camera angles, and you can actually interview and interact through Skype with talent, in backstage, as an example. We also have the Humans, scripted series, which is again a very powerful scripted series that's sci-fi based. We have, the series that is looking at animation as well, with what we've done with our IP in the gaming studio. So we're covering the whole gamut of comedy, scripted series, live events. It's looking at the whole sort of spectrum of what an entertainment experience is for a millennial type audience. For those programs that we make available for advertising, as an example, Every Street United is a show that's been made available for advertising. We obviously focus on the core audience, and what we do with that audience is we immerse ourselves in what it is that's important to them in interacting with, in this case, sports content. And what we're trying to do with that is bring sort of a real groundswell of originality to that by taking 8, sort of street-based, soccer players and marrying that to the global event that's happening in the World Cup. And we're bringing it to life through this experience of actually watching these 8 players kind of grow up and then making a street, sort of competition in soccer. And it's all very well done, and they're coached by professional coaches. And then we're allowing the advertisers sort of to be contextually placed in that advertising that is, obviously very targeted to that audience, and is a great experience for the actual user and the viewer, because they're engaged. As you know, sports programming is a very, very highly desirable and sort of I'd say, sought-after entertainment experience, and we're making it sort of unique in the sense that we're taking these street players that are not known and undiscovered, and we're creating a competition out of those 8 street ball players, and we're watching them as they grow up through this coaching experience, and we're obviously doing it in the backdrop of the World Cup. So it's a great sort of marriage of a huge sort of global sports event, but a very unique sort of programming experience in the sports genre by having it be a sort of a following and more of a raw sort of documentary of following these 8 street ball players.